Hey, what's up Neverlands? Welcome to my channel. I thought it'd be cool to do a video for my VIP experience at GIDLE's I Am Freedy tour in Chicago. Wanted to share the magic a little bit with you guys and give people who might be considering VIP a bit of a guide on what to expect. Special shoutouts in this video to @BTV7969 on YouTube for allowing me to clip a few of their fan cams for this video. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing for more GIDLE content, and you can check the description for links to all of our fan cams that you see here. Now, getting VIP tickets to GIDLE wasn't super difficult. I just paid attention to Twitter, registered for the online pre-sale, and received instructions in my email the morning of the pre-sale. I honestly don't remember the exact price, but I want to say the ticket was around $200. It was totally worth it in my opinion, and I plan to do it again for their next world tour. I would highly recommend VIP for anyone who has the means and loves this group as much as I do. I flew into Chicago from Detroit the morning of the concert. My hotel was literally next door to the venue, and the view from my room overlooked the Rosemont, which was really cool. Early birds were hanging out at the main entrance as early as 12:30 p.m. and the place really started buzzing around 2 p.m. There were two long lines wrapping around the building, one for VIP soundcheck and the other for general admission. It wasn't really necessary to wait in the lines for that long though. I walked over to the venue about 2:30 p.m. and had the opportunity to meet a bunch of Nevies. Everyone was super hyped for the show. The fan club was there handing out banners, and there was a random play dance going on in the parking lot. It was just fun vibes all around. I did get the opportunity to meet with a lot of onces, muumuus, and midsies, which was pretty cool. A VIP check-in was at about 3 p.m. The line was really short. They just opened up the doors promptly at 3 and people started filing in. They were checking tickets, giving us our wristbands and our freebies. We got a cute little notepad planner thing, a commemorative lanyard, and the big ticket item, which was, of course, the autographed tour poster. The posters are definitely legit. The ink was still slightly wet when they handed it to me, and I've already got that puppy framed, and it looks fantastic. The poster alone was worth the price of admission for VIP, if you ask me. After you were checked in, you could get first dibs on the tour merch. There really wasn't much available, to be honest. I did pick up a Queen Card t-shirt and a GIDLE Neverland cloth banner, which is really cool. You could also explore the lobby of the venue a bit if you wanted, but that was pretty much the extent of the check-in experience. They had GIDLE's songs playing in the venue, and they had their faces all over signs and screens all over the place, so good job, Rosemont, you did well. I was in and out of the check-in after about 20 minutes, and they were eventually asking people to leave and come back at 5 p.m. for the sound check. Now, this might be inconvenient for people who made a long drive or had a hotel farther away from the venue, but for me it was just perfect. I just headed back to my room and power napped until about 4:30 p.m., then headed back to the venue and got in line for sound check, and only waited in line about 10 minutes before it started moving, and then maybe another 10 minutes and I was back in the venue. We actually had our assigned seats for the sound check, and the view from the third row was incredible. I was about 15 feet away from the girls most of the show. It was pretty unreal. I was waved at by all the members. I got eye contact with Oogie, Soyeon, and Minnie, and they were just super interactive with the crowd during the sound check. They performed 3 songs, and they let us shout vote for each song. When they went nude, the place just went absolutely nuts. Once the sound check finished, it was back to the lobby where I had a few drinks and mingled with some of the other Neverlands who were also there by themselves, and it started to get pretty crowded about 6:30 p.m. I was really impressed to see the amount of fan-made t-shirts and memorabilia. There was a healthy amount of light sticks, and there were lots of Queen cards in attendance in the hot pink outfits for the MV, which was awesome to see. We love a dedicated fandom here. Now, the show started right on time at 7 p.m. and they opened with DUMDi, which was unexpected. For myself, I avoided setlist and Fancams, so I had no idea what I was in for. Star System took the stage and did a short routine for the intro, and then the girls were revealed from behind a wide screen on a riser. It was very epic. It felt like an awards show performance. It really kicked off the show on a high note. There were some people essentially up front in the pit who spent most of the show silent and motionless, just capturing every song on video, but I am pleased to report that they were very much outnumbered by the dancing, screaming superfans such as myself, but hey, I'm not going to judge you, do you? Most of the songs featured a slightly different arrangement than the studio version, oftentimes with a little extra percussion or electric guitar to really sell the festival concert vibe, which I'm sure Soyeon was involved in. The dynamic screen behind them also had some really cool graphics, and the lighting was spectacular. We got some fog, we got some confetti pops. It was just an all-around great production, and you could tell that each song and section of the performance was really well organized and prepared with a lot of attention to detail. I want to take a minute to give some love to the performance of Allergy. Just wow, what an amazing song and dance. They didn't have a couch to sit on, but essentially they did the full skit choreo that I was hoping for, and it was just incredible. It was an emotional moment, and I'll probably never forget it. After they eviscerated the crowd with their performance of Queen Card, we got special solo stages for each member, and they were absolutely insane. The solos drew some of the biggest pops of the night. Mian kicked it off with Drive, she absolutely killed it. Minnie did a special rendition of Dahlia, which I was not expecting. She was playing a piano covered with a gorgeous floral arrangement, and she added a special verse to the song that I've never heard before in place of Soyeon's rap. It was just immaculate. Soyeon took the stage for Psycho, which I also wasn't prepared for. Shua did a super spicy routine to Britney Spears' Boys that pretty much killed everyone in the audience who was able to survive Soyeon's stage. And then finally, Oogie came on stage looking like straight up Lil Taylor Swift to perform her new song, Could It Be, which was definitely another high point of the show for me. There were a handful of VCR interludes to kind of tie everything together and hype up the crowd for the next song, which was a nice touch and gave us some much needed time to breathe, because after the solo stages, it was time for Nude. Another high point of the show for me was the 1-2-3 punch of the baddest into Pop Stars into My Bag, which was just holy shit. The energy in that place was on 10. I mean, you couldn't hear the person next to you because everyone was screaming and shouting along with the lyrics. It was phenomenal stuff. The roof really came off during the next section, where we got Put It Straight Queendom version and Tomboy. We did not get the Han trilogy, which was a bit of a letdown, but made sense thematically. But I do regret not pulling for Hua during the sound check. I'm not sure if the track was even prepared, but it would have been amazing to hear Hua, but oh well, maybe next time. One thing I will say is that based on the footage I've seen from the Just Me Idol tour last year, it really looks like the girls are much more comfortable and confident in front of an English-speaking audience this year. They took every opportunity to talk with us in between songs. Oogie, of course, was especially chatty, but Minnie and Soyeon also did not shy away from the mic during the talking segments. The finale songs rotated for this tour, so depending on your city, you either got Lion in Paradise or Oh My God in Peter Pan. When I learned this after the show, it made me really happy because we got Lion in Paradise. We were able to get one of the fan club banners onto the stage, and Minnie read it aloud, which was very special. My overall thoughts on the show are that people need to see and hear these girls in person. They put on a hell of a show. They looked and sounded unbelievable. The crowd energy was on point. It was a very dynamic set list. There were these huge bombastic stadium level moments mixed with these intimate, emotionally charged moments. I hope you enjoyed this video, and stay Pabo, my friends.